Hi, this is Moba Trader, and let's talk about simple personal finance, and that is to introduce to you Formula 1 in becoming financially independent. One of our goals is to save and let that savings work for us by simply investing them in the stock market, availing treasury trust products, or ETFs, or even in business. But before we focus discussing about stock investing at iba pa, pag-usapan muna natin ang inyong personal goals.
Consider your financial goals.
Of course, one of which is for you to become financially independent someday. I mean, that you can be more flexible of doing what you want with less restrictions, help other people, secure your family and the likes. Going back, since one of your goal is to become financially independent, and in order for you to attain this, ang common practice nating mga Pinoy is to have proper education. Simpleng manggagawa, may business, anak ng mayaman, still, part of our practice is to have proper education. Now, after having the course that we wanted and after graduation, we look for a job. If not, we start our own business, especially if some of us came from a family who owns businesses. So with this, kahit saan ka man mapunta, magkaroon ka ng trabaho, or that you started your own business, one of your goal is to save in order to secure your future. Now, simplihan lang natin. After graduation, you look for a work, or you're about to have your business in order for you to save and secure your future. Ngunit, ano ang kadalasang ginagawa ng mga Pinoy pagka-receive ng unang sahod nila or kita nila? Well, sa may mga business, madalas they add inventories. I mean, they have that edge on where to put their income. Papaikutin ulit ito sa business. But to some, they use it for their personal satisfactions. Worse, sa common practice ng mga Pinoy, karamihan sa expenses na pupunta. At kung ano ang matira ay siya namang ginagamit para makapag-impok and creating this type of formula. Salary or income, less expenses, equals savings. With this, whatever left on your pocket, this will serve as your savings. Question: are you making the most to make your savings grow? Anong meron sa formula na ito? With this, you think of your expenses first before your savings. The sad thing is that, pag ganitong proseso, meron ka pa bang naitatabi? Imagine yourself that every payday, you need to pay your expenses first, like rental fees, your share to your family, you need to pay your advance expenses using your credit cards, and you are just letting yourself to save whatever left on your pocket. Hindi naman masama if we give to our family because we as Pinoy, syempre, alam natin magbalik ng kung anong ibinigay na pagmamahal ng mga magulang. Isa pa, simplihan ulit natin ang expenses na meron ka kapag baguhan ka pa lang sa trabaho. I call it T4. Treat yourself, treat your family, treat your friends, or sometimes, treat your senior officer.
Ano daw?
Ganito yan. For the first month receiving your salary, ililibre mo ang iyong sarili at ang iyong pamilya or magulang. At syempre, dahil bida ka sa mga kaibigan, wow! Bigatin at may trabaho na! Nilibre mo din sila ng isang case ng Red Horse dahil after lockdown, dun lang kayo ulit nagkita-kita. And of course, you won't be able to survive with all the stresses in the workplace without the help of your senior officer. So nagbigay ka ng pampagood vibes para in the future, tulungan ka niya ulit. Sa unang sahuran, maaring acceptable naman itong ginawa mo, but the question is that, if you still do this for the next month, the third month, and so on, you must rethink and recheck your goal. Why you want to earn from what you are doing? Tama ba? Now, what if you do practice this kind of formula? Ibahin natin. Salary or income less savings equals expenses. Which one is better? Now, the last formula, I call it the Formula 1. With this, you are giving more attention to your savings before your expenses. It has a more potential saving process kumpara sa una. Dahil nga, you are prioritizing your savings first before your expenses. Sa paraang ito, leveled up na ang iyong process in achieving your goal. And if you do practice this formula, you are far better than the old Pinoy one.
Ano daw?
So how are we going to use this formula given the fact that we are prioritizing our savings? To make it more effective and efficient, you have to set proper budgeting.
Budgeting?
Let's say your net salary for a month is around 12,000 for average Filipino worker, and you do set aside around 30% for your savings. Then, look at the screenshot. If you can still increase the percentage of your savings, the better. And if you were able to do it consistently, I'm sure that at early age, you can have sufficient funds to use for investing. Before we end up, kaunting kaalaman lang. Saving is one of the oldest practices that we carried from Egyptian, just to prevent any uncertainties in the future. As part of the Bible scripture in Genesis 41, verse 34 to 36, and the story goes like this: the Pharaoh appointed an overseer to take 1/5 of the land, and produce for 7 plentiful years. Food shall be gathered, and grain must be stored up under the authority of the Pharaoh for food in the cities, and let them keep it. The food shall be reserved for the land against the famine that will occur, so that the land will not perish through time. So, noong unang panahon pa lang, uso na ang pag-save. Pero bakit hindi natin nagagawa ngayon? I mean, sana nga naman maging isang lesson ang pagkakaroon ng pandemya ngayon para mapaghandaan ang future. That's it. Meaning, saving is important for your future needs. And to end this video, this is to remind you again of our Formula 1 in becoming financially independent. Again, salary or income less savings equals expenses. But having sufficient savings will lead you to another story of investing your funds, putting it to stock market, availing treasury and trust products, or even putting up your own business. Again, for this, thank you for watching Moba Trader.